Okay, Mandy and Sarah, we're gonna continue in Chumash Bereishis. We're gonna do day 2 now. By the way, I have a friend who wants to say hi, visiting from Alberta, Canada. Nasi Dveilach.
Hi. Take my hat off to you, quite literally. I can't see you, but I trust you there.
Alright, and Shaya, I'm waiting for you we'll do Mishnah base after.
Hi, Ma. This is to report
So,
that everything's not
This
cool.
is... we're
I'm
gonna
stuck
start
in
from Mandy and
the-
Sarah now.
In the Israeli Defense Headquarters. I mean, you mentioned something I left on the overall on that.
We're gonna start Pasuk Vav. We already did day 1. Now we're gonna do what happened on day 2. Yom Sheni of Ma'aseh Bereishis. Vayayimer, and he said, Elokim Eibishter Yehi, there should be Rakia, sky, Beseich, inside, Hamayim, the water, Vayehi, and it was, Mavdil, separating, Bain, between, Mayim, water, La Mayim, and to the water. La Mayim is to the water. That's Pasuk Vav. You go over it, you could read the words. Yehi is a word that's here a lot. It means it will be. Now we're going to do Pasuk Zayin. Vayas, and he made Elikim Eibishter Es Harakia, the sky. Remember, S doesn't have any meaning. S just means the next word is very important. Ha is the, Rakia is sky. Vayavdel, and he separated, Bain, between, Hamayim, the water, Asher, which, Mitachas, from under, La Rakia, to the sky, Uvein, and between, Hamayim, the water, Asher, which, Me'al, from on, La Rakia, to sky, Vayehi, and it was Chen. So, Chen usually means yes. When you attach it to the next word, it becomes a chaf instead of a kaf. And here it means, and it was, so it was the way that it should be. That's sometimes what yes means also. It was the way Hashem asked for it, and yes, it was that way. But we translate it here as so, because the Rakia became that. Now we said before Shemayim is sky. So what's Rakia? So Rakia is the sky, but it's the sky the way it sits in between the water that's above it and the water that's below it. The water that's below it is the ocean down here. The water that's above it is the part of the sky that's mostly water. What's happening here? Hashem says there should be a piece of sky in between the water, and there'll be water above the sky from which we get the rain and everything, and there'll be water down here. So the Rakia is the lowest part of the sky, and above that is all kinds of water, and above that are even higher skies. Pasuk Ches, Vayikra, and he called Elikim Eibishter, La Rakia, to sky, which means to the sky. He called the sky this name, Shamayim, sky. He called this thing that was in between the waters, Shamayim, the sky, sky. Vayehi, and it was Erev, evening. Evening means the beginning of the night. Vayehi, and it was Vaiker, morning. Usually it would be Baiker, but when you attach the word before, it says Vayehi, Vaiker, the base becomes a vase because it's attached to the word before. Yom, day, Sheni, second. Now when it was the first day, it didn't say first, it said one. Yom Echad is day 1. Yom Sheni means second day, not day 2. Yom Echad Day one, because Hashem, it's trying to hint to us that it's because Hashem was the only one on that day. On day two, Hashem had created the Malachim, the angels. So even though they come from Him and everything comes from Him, but He created other things. But on the first day, Hashem was alone in the world. And it doesn't say here that He created the angels, but it's mentioned in other places that when He created the sky, He also created the angels. Now let's look at the third day. Now it's the third day of Ma'aser Bereishis, of the days that Hashem created the world. And each day Hashem did tremendous things, and Hashem always does tremendous things. Every part of our body, that it works, that it functions, that we have a brain that thinks and a heart that feels, and that our mouth works properly, and our eyes and our ears, these are all miracles. They don't happen on their own. And for a person to be able to have a normal life, it takes a lot of miracles from Hashem. And Hashem is always making miracles for us and keeping each part of our body healthy, the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And so too, when Hashem made the world, Hashem did a lot of things even in one day. Just like Hashem always does a lot of things. Because Hashem makes everything. And that's how the world's able to go around, and that's how a person's able to be well and exist. Pasuk Tes, let's find out what Hashem did on the third day. Vayemer, and He said, Elikim Eibishter Yikavu, they should gather Hamayim, the water, Mitachas, from under Hashamayim, the sky, El, to Mokaim, place, Echad, one, V'seirah, and it should be seen, Hayabasha, the dry land, Vayehi, and it was, Chen, so, and yes it was. What happens here? Vayemer Elikim, Hashem said, the Eibishter said, Yikavu Hamayim, the water should come together. Mitachas Hashemayim, which water? Not the water above the sky. The water above the sky could stay just water. But the water under the sky should come together in certain places. El Mokem Echad, to one place. First I'm just telling you the meaning of each word. Now I'm telling you what it means. El Mokem Echad, to one place. In other words, there was water everywhere. There was no dry land seen. The land was underneath the water. Now Hashem says the water that's under the sky should come together in one place, in an ocean. And outside of the ocean should be dry land. V'seirah hayabasha, and the yabasha, the dry land, should be seen. V'seirah means and, it should be seen. What should be seen? Hayabasha, the dry land. Vayichen, and yes it was so. Vayikra, and He called Elikim Eibishter, La Yabasha, to dry land, Eretz, land, Ulamikvei, and to the gathering, Hamayim, the water, Kara, He called, Yamim, seas. A bunch of different seas. There's one sea, and then there's a bunch of seas. Vayar, and He saw, Elikim, Eibishter, ki, that, Toiv, good. What's going on here? Vayikra Elikim, the Eibishter called out. He called Le'yabasha Eretz. He called this dry land. The Yabasha, He called it a name, and the name was Eretz, land. Eretz. Ulemikvei hamayim, and to the gathering of waters. A mikveh is a gathering of water. It's water in one place. So here too, the seas are called mikvei hamayim, the gathering of waters, because they're in one place now. Instead of being everywhere, they left room for the dry land. Kara, He called, Hashem called. Yamim, He called them seas. So you have one piece of dry land now, and around it you have a sea here, around it you have a sea here, just like America, for example, and Canada, which is right above America, is a piece of land. And Mexico's under it. That's also part of that one piece of land. 3 countries. And then there's even smaller parts under Mexico that are other countries. And around this land, there are 2 big oceans. There's the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. And inside of this land, there are many different seas. So you could have a piece of dry land and then a sea next to it. That's what Hashem made. That there should be land and there should be seas and water. And in one place there's land and in another place there's water. So to this gathering of waters, he called them seas. Yamim. A yam is a sea. Vayar Elikim ki tov, and Elikim saw, the Eibishter saw, ki tov, that it was good. And in fact, on the 3rd day, Hashem says now once ki tov, but Hashem is going to say again later on something that He makes in the 3rd day, also ki tov, which we'll do in the next year, in the next lesson. But on the 3rd day, Hashem said the words ki tov, that it was good, twice. On the 2nd day, He didn't say ki tov at all. Because on the 2nd day he made a division. He divided the top water, the water above the sky, from the water below the sky. And on dividing something, on taking something apart, we don't say that it's good. But afterwards, when Hashem took that water and made seas with it for people, and dry land for people, Hashem said that's good. And then later, when Hashem took that water and He made plants that would grow from that water, Hashem said again, ki tov, that it was good. Now we're on Pasuk Yud Aleph, and this is the next thing that Hashem makes also on the 3rd day. Vayemer, and He said, Elikim Eibishter Tad Shei, it should grow, or it should sprout. To sprout means that there's a seed and it turns into a plant. Haaretz, the land, deshe, herbs. What's herbs? Different types of grass. Different types of grass and different plants that we could eat. Small plants. Asev, of grass. Asev is really grass. Mazria, which gives seeds. In other words, these plants make seeds and the seeds fall and other plants will grow from them. Zera, seed. Eitz, tree. Pri, fruit. Eise, makes. Pri, fruit. So fruit which makes other fruit. An apple that has seeds in it, and you take the seeds of the apple and you plant it, and that will have other seeds. Leminai, of its kind, which means that apples will have seeds that make apples. Oranges will have seeds that make oranges. Inside of the fruit is stuff with which you can make another fruit. Asher, which, zarei, its seed, vay, in it. An apple has apple seeds in it. An orange has orange seeds in it. Al, on, haaretz, the land. Vayehi, and it was. Chen, yes, it was so. Hashem made it. What's going on here? Vayemer Elikim. The Eibishter says, Tad shei haaretz deshe. The Aretz, the land, should tadshe, should sprout, deshe, little seed, little plants, asev, of grass and of different herbs, different things that look like grass, mazria zera, and these little plants should be able to make seeds. Mazria is to make seeds, zera are seeds, zera means seeds. So these little plants that would grow should be able to make seeds. One blade of grass should have something in it that will fall down and go into the earth, and another blade of grass will grow from it. Eitz pri, a tree of fruit, and not just any fruit, but eiseh pri. Eitz pri, a tree of fruit, eiseh pri, which makes other fruits. So an orange tree that will make other orange trees. How will the orange tree make other orange trees? Liminai, of its kind. The orange tree should make orange trees, not apple trees. Asher zarevai, which has seeds in it. The orange tree should make fruit that has seeds in it so that it can make other fruit. The seeds from the orange will fall down and it will fall on the ground, and another second orange tree will come from it. So you could have one big orange tree, and then eventually the oranges fall to the ground if nobody picks them from the tree and eats them. And some oranges are not picked. And then the seeds will have from the orange fall into the ground, and a second orange tree will come from this orange tree that was made. Al haaretz, and these trees should grow on the land. Vayehi chen, and it was. And now pasuk Yud Beis. Vatoitzei, and it came out. Haaretz, the land. Deshe, sprouting, sprouts, small little plants. Esev, of grass. Mazria, which gives seed. Zera, seed. Lemineu, each according to its kind. One type of grass, green grass, will give seeds that make other green grass. A little vegetable will give seeds that make this other vegetable, or something like a seed. Zera lemineu, of its kind. Ve'etz, and the tree. Oisa, makes pri, fruit. Asher, which. Zare, its seed. Vay, in it. Lemineu, to its kind. Vayar, and he saw. Vayar, and he saw. Elikim, Eibishter. Ki, that. Toiv, good. Now let's go back pasuk Yud Beis and I'll explain it. Vateitze haaretz deshe, and the earth gave out seeds. It listened to what Hashem said. The pasuk before is Hashem telling the earth to do this. Here it says the earth did this. The earth gave out seeds, gave out sprouts, gave out little pieces of grass, asev, of grass, mazria zera, which had, and this grass had in it other seeds. It would that would make eventually other grass. So one blade of grass had something in it that would fall into the earth and eventually make another grass. Leminehu, of its kind. The eitz, and Hashem also made trees. The earth also sprouted trees. The earth grew trees, and not just any tree, but pri, trees that gave fruit. Asher zarevai, which had, and not just any fruit, but fruit which had seeds in it, so that the oranges would have seeds that would fall into the ground, and from those seeds would grow other oranges. Leminehu, of its kind, oranges would have seeds that would make oranges. Apples would have seeds that would make apples. Each type of tree would have the type of seeds that would help this tree make other trees that were just like it. So there'd be more apples from the apple tree, more oranges from the orange tree, more grapes from the grapevines, from the small grape tree, something like a tree. Vayar, and he saw, Elikim saw, the Eibishter saw, Ki Tov, that it was good. And now pasuk Yud Gimel, Vayehi, and it was Erev, evening, Vayehi, and it was Vaiker, morning, Yom, day, Shlishi, the third. It was evening and it was morning the third day.